The world you live in is not what it seems. I'm not talking about the mysterious, the scientific, or the strange, though those things definitely play a part. I'm talking about the everyday, seemingly nondescript events and rituals going on right up under your nose. In broad day, so to speak. The simplest things hidden in plain sight. We go to work, school, businesses, restaurants, plays, concerts, etc. every day and never question what we're taught, what we're doing, what we see. And we've been indoctrinated since birth to be that way. When people are exposed to new information, they can't handle it. They make a mockery of it, or disengage, or ignore the information altogether. If you've ever researched the occult and tried to share it with family and friends, you know what I'm talking about. But don't get upset. People wake up in their own time. If they wake up at all. Remember, they've been through an indoctrination, a brainwashing. They have eyes, but can't see. Ears, but can't hear. Fortunately, for me, I've always been curious. And I've always felt something was wrong. As a kid, I wondered how some people had so much and others so little. I was taught to share. Wasn't everybody? I wondered why there was so much hate. Why did hospitals charge money to save lives? Why do you have to pay money to prove you didn't do it? Why? Why? As I got older, these questions didn't go away. They were just buried under the pressure of being a so-called adult and not having as much time to ponder. That was until about 15 years ago. I'll never forget. I was having a deep discussion with some friends, and one of them stated 9/11 was fake. As we all rained down insults and much laughter, my curiosity got the best of me. I wanted to know where he got this foolish idea from. That led me to where I am today. Needless to say, I apologized to my buddy and now find myself enduring the same laughter and ridicule. And I get it. But if you would take a minute, open your mind, and remove the blinders, I'll show you a world you never knew existed. Before I begin, I need you to know I'm a firm believer in the Most High. No, let me rephrase that. I don't believe, I know the Most High. If you don't, it doesn't matter. The people who control your life, who control this world, they know the Most High. Okay, let's begin. I bet you never wondered why everybody wears a black robe and that crazy hat during graduation. You never once thought about it. That's what I mean. We don't question anything. Eyes, but can't see. Ears, but can't hear. The black robe stands for Saturn, a Roman god from the ancient times. And the cap is a representation of the mortarboard of Freemasonry. That's why you get degrees. Judges also wear the black robe of Saturn and the gavel or hammer of Thor, the god of thunder. Your legal system is a farce that goes all the way back to Rome and a choice of law known as Lex Fori, which simply means law of jurisdiction or the range of power. You only fall under this paradigm by choice, meaning you agree that you are under the power of their law by admitting you reside inside their power structure or jurisdiction. In reality, you are a free spirit with only the Most High as your judge. That in itself is an entire video. The point I'm making is you have no clue what you're up against. Eyes, but can't see. Ears, but can't hear. What about the medical industry? Surely they haven't gone to the dark side. Man, they invented the dark side. If we were in 2000 BC, they'd be called conjurers or wizards or even sorcerers. You know, there was a time when medicines were nothing but specific herbs, mostly dried in the sun. That was the extent of our medicine. But from the beginning of time, magic has always been tied to medicine. Because the ancients were far more spiritual than we, they tied a lot of ailments to demons and gods. And since these cultures didn't recognize the Most High, they tended to perform their own rituals and incantations to rid the body of its diseases. medicine today is all synthetic garbage. Who doesn't recognize this symbol? This symbol is called the caduceus and has long been the symbol for medicine. Known as the herald's wand, it was supposedly carried by Hermes or Mercury in Greek and Roman mythology. The caduceus symbol is identified with thieves, merchants, and messengers. And was later attributed to the Greek god Asclepius. And you can still see them today on emergency vehicles all over the country. This is all occult, dark magic you're dealing with. I know you don't believe it. Even though you cannot reconcile the fact that there are two snakes intertwining a winged staff. Even though you know what the snake represents, you'll still shrug it off. And what about Big Pharma? What role do they play in this demonic structure called healthcare? Well, pharmacy comes from the Greek word pharmakia, which means sorcery, magic, or witchcraft. If you really think about it, you see it. You see the witchcraft for yourself. Think of this. They create medications that allow you to medically and magically live with the disease, as long as you continue to take their secret magical pills. It will never cure you, only allow you to survive. The biggest drug dealers on earth, right up under your noses. This is a big money-making scam, right up there with banking and insurance. And we all fall for it. Why? Because we were indoctrinated a long time ago when we experienced our very first day of school. People, you've got to at least wake up. Take your control back. You're a child of the Most High, not the government. Eyes, but can't see. Ears, but can't hear. What about their symbolisms? You guys think this is a joke too, huh? The word Illuminati creates giggles and laughters and images of tinfoil hats. That's why I don't use the word, because it's just another road leading to nowhere. I prefer the word demons, because that's what they are. Think of your favorite entertainer. Now, first of all, do you know what the word entertain means? Yes. To keep you in a certain frame of mind. To entertain. Let that sink in. To keep you stuck in a created paradigm. You see them pushing the gay agenda on you and your family. Did you know they have a new program called the Transgender Reading Hour in libraries now? To allow your children to become familiar with the LGBTQT community. That's right. And you're quiet. You say nothing. It starts in Hollywood. And I know you've noticed. There's a reason for this homosexual agenda. They didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, it's time we give the gays a voice. This is an all-out attack on the Most High and His creation. Right up under your noses. What you didn't realize is this thing is spiritual. Now, I'm not bashing the gay community, but they're being used as pawns. What did the rainbow represent in the Bible or Torah? It was to be an everlasting covenant between man and the Most High. Do you know what some of the behaviors that caused the flood were? Think of Sodom and Gomorrah. Bingo. Homosexuality. Now, on our watch, what has the rainbow come to represent? People, I can't make this stuff up. You don't see the irony in this? You don't think Gilbert Baker, the creator of the flag, saw the irony of this? And we're so pitiful. Our only answer is to remove anything of color from our wardrobe. Effectively saying, they can have it. These symbols these demons have are so obvious you can't even see them. Do you know what the one-eyed symbolism is? No, you don't, do you? It represents the eye of Horus, an Egyptian god. But more recently, and more to the point, it is the eye of Providence, or a predetermined goal. That's the definition of providence. Simply put, it is the eye of Satan, or Lucifer. So you don't think they believe in our Creator? Well, then why are all of your favorite entertainers, remember the word entertain, why are all of your favorite entertainers doing this? You think this is a coincidence? You think they all got together and agreed on this? Come on now. You people are smarter than that. This is a bunch of demonic, Freemasonic bullshit. And as long as you keep quiet, you keep consenting. The reason for the gay agenda is twofold. First, it's a slap in the face to our Creator, who made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Secondly, it's a way to ruin family and the Most High's people. They take the biggest buck and break him, and the rest of the bucks get in line. This is so much deeper than you know. First, they introduced drugs to render the male docile and remove him as head of the family. Then they created women's lib to empower the female and give her the authority. Then they offered her programs like Section 8 that said, look, the government is your new boyfriend, and we'll pay your rent as long as you kick him out. The obvious next step was to effeminize the male. To create a family structure that goes against natural law. A weak man and a strong woman. Eyes to see, but can't see. Ears to hear, but can't hear. Look, some of these things we discussed today should be obvious, but they're not. That's where you have to take a look in the mirror and decide what's important. You know all the rap songs, the lyrics to your favorite artists, the stats for your favorite player. You ladies know the birth dates to your favorite entertainers' children. Y'all know who's having relationship issues, who's cheating, but don't know 5 of the 10 commandments. You didn't know they were trying to turn your daughters into strippers and your sons into girls. We've got to wake up. This is a big job, and no one person can do it. It takes a collective. Each one teach one. We cannot continue to bicker, fight, and kill each other. We've got to come together. First as a race, then as a people, and finally as a nation. No one can do this for us. No one. Not the government, not a stimulus check, and not a gun. We need warriors, not worriers. We need mental fortitude and awareness. Look around you. Shit ain't right. And it's not going to fix itself. Say a prayer. Ask the Most High to open your eyes. There's no time to be scared. You don't have that luxury. Peace.